Welcome, Amy White with Worthy Written Words. Today we're going to be in our Old Testament in 2 Kings chapter 19 verses 20 through 34. Now to get this page kit started, we're going to take this napkin that's in our page kit and we are going to be pulling off this extra layer of ply or tissue or whatever you want to call it, because we want to get it down to the bare bones and you can just throw that away. And then when you have what's left, we're going to use some scissors and we're going to cut out the parts that we want to use and get rid of the excess. Now every napkin is going to be different. Some of them are going to be more see-through than others. So I usually say that when you cut around, you don't need to worry about being really close in, because whatever white is showing will blend into the white page and it's not very noticeable. I will say that I thought this would be a little bit more see-through, so when I put this on my margin, his sleeve kind of covered up some words. So keep that in mind when you're cutting this out, that if you want to not cover up words, you may need to crop that a little bit more of his sleeves off, so to not cover up words. But it's very forgiving. This is a really good napkin. It didn't fall apart on me when I was trying to work with it like others do. So I'm cutting out the pieces that I want to use and I'm kind of figuring out where I want them to go on my page. Once you've figured out where you want everything to go, you can take it off and just lay it around, so as a reminder of where it's going to go. And then we're going to be using the clear gesso and the foam brush that's all in your kit. And what we're going to do is put a piece of scrap paper behind the page just to protect the other pages underneath it from getting any clear gesso on it. And then we're going to put a layer of this clear gesso all over the whole page. Now usually with clear gesso you're going to want to make it really thin so that you don't see the brush strokes showing through when whatever you put on it is dry. But because we're attaching the napkin to this page, it's okay if it's a little bit thicker, because you're going to want that to be able to grab into that material and hold it down. So I put this really nice coat over it, and then after that's all brushed in, I'm going to start laying this napkin down where I want it to go and smoothing it out. If it gets wrinkles, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. It's actually very common with napkins for wrinkles to show up, but you can't really tell when it's all said and done. It just has a very textured effect. If it rips, mine didn't act like it was going to rip at all, but if yours rips, it's also very easy to fix it. You just put it back where it goes and we're going to glue it right back on there. If you start to put napkin on the page and it's kind of dry underneath, then you're going to want to add more clear gesso underneath to hold that, glue that down in place. And then if it hangs off the page like mine does, that's okay. At the end, we'll trim off any excess. So once you have this all put on your page where you want it to go, and I tried to make it so that it really wasn't covering very many words, and if it was covering, you can read it for the most part, except for, like I said earlier, the sleeve gets to be a little bit trickier. But once you have that all down where you want it to go, then we're going to put another layer of clear gesso over on top of all of that, and that's just going to seal that onto the page. And then we're going to set that aside and either let it air dry, or you can dry it with the heated tool and then trim off any part of the napkin that's hanging off the edge of the page. Now this next part we're going to do a shrinky dink, and I recommend using a heated tool like I have in the video here. it is the most reliable way to make sure that the shrinky dink works out perfectly every time. However, if you don't have one of these, you can also bake this in the oven, and the instructions on how to do that are listed in your kit contents. Now, I understand it's kind of hard to see what's happening because of the angle of the video, but this shrinky dink is going to, once the heat is continuously applied, start to shrink, and it's going to curl in on itself, and it's going to get all gnarly, and then as you continue to apply the heat, it will eventually flatten back out, but it's going to be pretty hot. So careful not to burn your fingers when touching it, but you can also lay something on top of it like a book immediately after, and that will help to keep flattening it out as well if you're worried about the curvature of it. Now you're going to take your glue bottle and you're going to puncture the top with the lid, and you're going to put a really big glob, more than you see me do. We'll add the silver paper clip to it, and then we're going to attach it to the back of our page topper. Now you may need to adjust the size of your felt and cut it a little bit smaller since the shrinky dink is so small. Now using my AdTech craft tape, or you can use a glue stick or photo mounting squares, whatever you have on hand, I'm going to attach this tab up in the right corner of this page, and then we're going to add the washi tape. Now, when I got this washi tape and used it for myself, I was surprised of how unsticky it actually was. So I actually go through and attach this washi tape better by adding some craft tape to it to hold it down, or you can add a glue stick. Either way, I just feel like it wasn't as high of quality as I would have liked, so it's going to need some help to stay down. And that's going to be the last step in this page kit. You can underline the verses if you want to, that help you to apply this lesson into your life. And I hope you guys had a good time. We will see you guys next time. Bye.